Welcome once again to another episode of the Random Access Podcast, brought to you by rapodcast.net. This is episode 858, recorded live on January 10th, 2026. And here are your hosts. The man who wants to tell me about his sparkly dragon, Dave Play.
I made a big sparkly dragon.
And the man who has an 8-foot-tall inflatable dragon, Andy Lowe. Hi.
Is that one of the Christmas inflatables?
Yes, that was one of the newest Christmas inflatable. One that, it turns out, I picked up on clearance after last Christmas in 2024. And had it in the garage, and then later saw it on sale before this Christmas.
Yeah.
So I bought a second one.
Because you forgot you had the first one?
I forgot I had the first one. I thought the first one was another dinosaur that I had picked up.
So you had two of the same dragon?
Yes, I had two of the same 8-foot-tall inflatable dragon that has like a giant 6-foot-like wingspan. So I had two of them, and I'm like, well, I don't want two of these things.
What are you going to do with two of them?
Well, I went to go return the second one, and I got it. You know, I put it back in the box. I printed out the FedEx label. I taped the FedEx. It was all ready to ship. And then I got an email saying, your return has been processed. And I'm like, but it's still here.
Huh.
I already got the money back, but it's still here.
Huh. Congrats.
So I had a second free inflatable dragon. So I shipped it down to Virginia.
Okay.
Gave it to Kat.
I see. So Kat got a free inflatable dragon.
Yes, Kat got a free inflatable, 8-foot-tall inflatable dragon.
It's a very big dragon.
I've got another Halloween one sitting next to me. I got to break out of the box because it shipped to me with a giant hole in the box.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I want to get it out of the box and be like, make sure it's still good.
Right.
So I don't have it sitting in my garage for 10 months and then break it out and be like, oh, this thing doesn't work.
We've been getting a number of packages that have been like damaged in transit.
Yeah, I know. So am mine. And it's just like, no, it's like UPS and Well, this one I think was FedEx. Yeah, FedEx right now has not been doing good. UPS has been good around here. FedEx around here has just,
I don't know. Like a lot of mine are from Amazon deliveries.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh, this isn't a topic, but I just actually heard this. I got to double check it.
What's that?
Amazon has ended their partnership with the post office.
Andy?
Yeah?
Sorry, Amazon has ended their what?
Their partnership.
You cut out.
Their partnership.
Fully cut out.
They ended their partnership with the post office.
I don't know what that entails.
Well, for you and me, probably not a lot because Amazon delivers directly with, they're with their own delivery.
Right.
Yeah. But
is that because we live so close to a warehouse?
Yes.
I see.
But when I ordered that fire pit through Amazon to get delivered up in Manistee.
Yeah, it was the post office.
That was the post office, yeah.
Because the postal worker was like, I'm not going up that driveway. And then we had to wait an extra day.
Yes.
I remember that. I remember you were rather put off by that.
Yes, because I literally watched the mail driver drive right past.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm standing there.
Excuse me. That's mine. Hello.
But yeah, no, this wasn't on the topic list. I just literally read that right before recording. But yeah, no, they have ended their contract, which also the Postal Service supposedly reported a $9.5 billion loss in the most recent fiscal year.
Does that include the money that they had to lose to pensions?
That part I don't know.
Okay. Because that's the whole thing, right? The post office is losing all this money. You're like, well, yeah, because you handicapped them.
Yep.
And they're losing money, but they're not. They're paying their people. The post office doesn't lose money. It costs money. And anyone who says that, they should price things so that they can make money, A, why? It's a government agency. And B, I hope you like $4 envelopes.
Okay, so here we go. I just pulled up the fiscal report from 2025.
the very thing people tune into this podcast for.
USPS fiscal
reports.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, our audience is a lawyer and an economist. And sometimes a chemist.
Hey, Hey, there have been, hold on, let me pull up the YouTube numbers.
Oh yeah, now we get YouTube numbers. Now we like actually can track engagement.
YouTube, and I could look at the Spotify numbers, but YouTube is closer.
If you tell me any number greater than 5, those are bots.
Over the last 28 days, we currently have 8 subscribers to the YouTube channel, and there have been 21 views.
Who is subscribing to our channel besides you and me?
Those are comments. How do I get to...
Are there comments on our episodes?
Bry actually posted the latest comment.
What?
Yes.
Do I have to start watching comments now?
No, I get notified when people comment, and I haven't.
Well, yeah, but I don't.
Oh, yes, that's true. Well, if there's anything that concerns you, I will let you know.
Okay. I will point out, when I search for RA Podcast, I get RA Podcast, but not us.
I should have.
I get RA Podcast 2058, which is 344 subscribers.
Wait, so you're on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And you search for RA Podcast?
I type the word RA Podcast, and I get like a bunch of games, and is that what it is? Yeah, Retro Achievement Podcast. 5 years ago. Their latest video was 4 years ago. But I do not get us. How do I get us, Andy?
Maybe.
Do I actually have to do Random Access Podcast? Yeah.
Yep, there it is. I thought I put a tag in all of our episodes.
I don't see one on here.
Okay, so let me look at this, because they... So if I look at the latest episode, scroll down. What? The tags don't copy over? Everything else copies over, but the tags don't. What the heck? Oh, I used to put a tag in on every episode with RA Podcast in there.
Do you know that YouTube also auto tags our stuff?
No.
Not auto tags, auto transcripts.
I did not know that.
There's a transcript here.
Oh my goodness.
It is doing its best.
Well, I got to go in there and look at the, I'll have to put the tag on there, back on all the ones, see when it stopped doing the tag. Yep. Okay, audience.
It looks like the most disjointed transcript ever. Because there's no differentiation between who's speaking.
So it says that I've got 8 subscribers, okay? Who are these 8 subscribers? Can I find them?
I am one. I am one of the 8.
Is it audience? No.
Perhaps this is something we should do another time.
Oh, yes, I suppose. But yes, no, there are 8 subscribers there, which is more than your 5.
Sure.
But anyway,
I'm one of them. I presume you're one.
Possibly.
Bry apparently is one.
YouTube Studio dashboard, recent subscribers, see all. What? I thought I did that. Dashboard, recent subscribers. Where is that on the recent subscribers? I don't see any recent subscribers on the dashboard. Oh, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there are like 3 subscribers that have not made their subscriptions public. But anyway, U.S. Postal Service.
Yeah.
The operating revenue was $80.5 billion, which is a 1.2% increase from last year. Net loss decreased $542 million compared to prior year, while controllable loss increased by $900 million, reflecting lower than expected revenues from our package business. Transportation expense reductions of $422 million, so okay. Net loss for the year was totaled $9 billion compared to a net loss of $9.5 billion from the previous year. It looks like workers' compensation expenses are only at $1.7 billion. So even if they took out the workers' compensation stuff, that's only $1.7 billion, so it would still be operational loss of still $5 billion, $6 billion.
Oof. I was going to say, like, where does the money go? But, like, I guess it costs a lot to run a national delivery service.
2.2 billion pieces of first-class mail over the previous year.
Now, how much of that is spam?
Well, that's first-class mail. Most of the mail is standard. Oh, they list it here as marketing mail. Marketing mail was...
Does it cost them more to transport and deal with the marketing mail than they get paid for it? Because they do get paid for it.
Yes.
Right? Like, the people who are sending me these, like, we know that you lost a family member and have inheritance because that's public record. Do you want your money now and not have to wait for the law? I got so many of those. So many of those. Also, when I when I got the HELOC, I got some, like, scary-ass looking, hey, contact us about your mortgage, final whatever, like 1 to 3 a day.
You know what also is great? When you buy a new car.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We want to talk to you about your warranty. Yep.
And the thing is, we did actually get an extended warranty through Subaru.
Okay.
So part of it was
definitely don't need one of those.
No, but it was like, oh, is this the actual thing we need to look at for our extended warranty, or is this just spam?
Oh, yeah. It's hard to tell, like, which is which, right?
Because their extended warranty is run through a third-party company, so it's just like...
Oh, God, that's the worst. That is just so bad.
So, yes, they're still losing money.
Into this? Right, they're losing money. Nope, they're costing money.
Yes.
We should be the change you want to see, Andy. They are not losing money. Losing is misplacing and mismanaging. The Postal Service is not losing money. It costs money.
Which... I do have to say, it cost less this year than it did last year. So they are moving in the right direction.
Again, not really concerned about the post office.
No.
Grand scheme of things, not concerned about... How much does the post office cost per year? You just said the number, but say it again.
The operating revenue was...
Not operating revenue. Oh. I want operating cost.
Net loss for the year was $9 billion.
Okay, but that's the operating loss, net loss. So that's $9 billion offset by the rest of it. How much was the rest of it? So I guess what is the revenue?
$80.5 billion.
So they made $80.5 billion.
Yes.
The net loss was $9 billion.
Yes.
So call it an even $90 billion a year.
Yep.
Okay, that is quite a bit. That is a lot of money. The post office costs $90 billion a year?
That's what it seems.
How much does Medicare cost?
Oh, that's going to be a lot.
$1 trillion a year. So 90 billion all of a sudden doesn't seem very much.
No.
Medicare costs $1 trillion. It is 1/7 of the budget.
Okay, so just compare this. Oh, I was looking at the partnership.
Yeah.
Amazon's business accounted for 7.5% of the post office's total revenue was Amazon.
So 7% off of 80 billion.
Yes.
Is 5.6 billion?
Something around there.
Hang on. 80 billion times 7%?
7.5.
Okay, fine. 7.5. So just over 5.6 billion.
So that net loss is going to go from 9 billion to
15 billion.
Oof.
That's going to hurt.
Yep.
That is assuming, however, that because it was revenue, right? It said that it was responsible for $9 billion, or however, like 7% of the revenue, 7.5% of the revenue.
Yes.
It does not say how much of the costs it was a factor of.
Oh, yes. So if you cut back on whatever transportation you were doing for Amazon.
Right.
And whatever workers you had hired to handle Amazon packaging.
Yeah, that part is always a little worrisome to talk about when you're like, oh, we can cut costs because we don't need these people anymore. And you're like, oh, but those people need jobs.
Yeah. Let me tell you, when I was delivering mail, this was before Amazon rolled out their own delivery service.
Yeah.
That truck would just pull up, they'd unload pallets of packages, and we were just not allowed to go to the sorting area for the packages until they came out, because it was just chaos back there.
It was just so much stuff trying to get moved around.
Yes. Like when I was normally, I would take these little flags and I'd put flags in the mail slots whenever there was a package. That way I could be like, okay, there's a package here, it's either like, will it fit in the mailbox? If not, I got to pull in and drop it off.
Right.
Normally during the summer, we had maybe I think normally it was about 18 to 24 packages on my route. When Christmas hit,
that number suddenly...
I had at one point 54 packages, and that was there was somebody who literally was just a package delivery person.
Yep.
Like they had one of the guys come in, and all he did was just deliver packages. He just grabbed excess packages and just did like as many routes as he could, trying to get them. Oh my God. Oh, that was just crazy.
Are you doing okay there, Andy?
No, I'm having a little
PTSD?
a little bit of PTSD. Yes. That job, I had a mental breakdown one time. That was,
oh man, I don't know that I knew that.
It was bad.
I'm sorry.
I have all the respect in the world for the postal carriers now. So having done it,
yep,
it's one of those things. Where did I hear that? Where somebody had talked about it, where they said instead of enlisting people in the military, everybody in America should spend like a year doing a service job of some kind.
It is your selected service after all.
Yeah, like. Selective service should be
service-oriented, not military service?
Yes.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I don't disagree, but like, good luck.
The guy who, like, because it was just like a random person on the street sort of interview, and the guy brought it up there, and the guy doing the interview was like, no, I agree as well. It's like, that sounds fine.
Yep. For how long? Because like military service is supposed to be for like 2 years, right?
Something like they just need to spend a full year. So you get the rush during holidays or during seasonal stuff, and then they also have to deal with the
counterpoint.
Dead times.
Counterpoint. It trivializes those jobs. Which is to say, it like the people who do that professionally, it makes their jobs seem even more worthless. Because I mean, anyone can do that. What the fuck are you doing? I suppose if you have effectively a pyramid scheme of this, that like you don't need to have no one has to have that job anymore. Can we make it inversely proportional to your parents' income?
Ooh.
Or your household income?
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a required service, and the more your household has, not income even, value, so that assholes like Mr. Musk can like do their fair share. But the more your value is, the longer you have to do it.
Who was the? I think it. Which CEO was that? Was that
Buffett?
No. The CEO of Waste Management, the trash company.
Yeah.
Before he was CEO, he was still in the leadership position. He would actually go out on the routes with the workers and actually like work.
Good.
So he was actually like out like slinging trash cans.
Yeah.
Because he was like, this is how...
Like, you should know what your workers do.
Yes.
In general principle.
Yes. And after he became the CEO, he wanted to keep doing it. And the corporate lawyer was like, no.
That's going to cost us too much.
He's like, I'm not going to allow you to keep slinging trash cans. I will let you go on a ride along so you can ride along, but I'm not allowing you, the CEO, to be dealing with trash. Physically dealing with trash. But yeah, no, he still goes out on ride-alongs. It's like, yes, that...
I feel like that right there, though, is like symptomatic of something. Of like, yeah, it's dangerous. We should be paying them more.
Yeah. He also said something about the fact that he would go to some of the early morning safety meetings when he was traveling out. That when he was going around, he would actually like go to the early morning safety meetings just to see. He found I think it was in Arizona, like the supervisor didn't speak Spanish, and a majority of...
I was going to say, like, in Arizona.
Yeah, a majority of their workers were primarily Spanish speaking.
Yeah.
And so he was like, okay, we need to fix this. I was like, there's nothing wrong with the supervisor. It's not his, so they actually promoted somebody from within who spoke Spanish. And I guess their like safety record went through the roof at that point.
Because the person doing the safety briefing didn't speak the language.
Was literally speaking your language.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, how did we get on trash and post office?
Oh, you were talking about getting packages and that they were damaged, and I mentioned mine were damaged, and then that went into like, well, is it the post office? And then, Amazon's canceling their post office. And then, like, how impactful is that?
Oh, speaking of closing and canceling, I can segue this into a topic.
Okay.
GameStop has closed so far on the count over 400 stores across the U.S.
Right. Now, I would like to remind you, as well as several of our listeners, we talked about the issue of GameStop oversaturation.
Yeah.
Do you recall this issue, Andy?
Yes. There are
Do you recall how many GameStops there were within a 3-mile radius in Ann Arbor?
Yeah. How many are there still there? Because one of the ones actually closing was the one in Ann Arbor.
I think Ann Arbor has lost 2 of its stores because Briarwood closed.
All right, hold on. I'm going to zoom over to Ann Arbor here. I looked it up. There are actually still 2 here in Kalamazoo. Let's see.
Kalamazoo is a decently sized city, right?
GameStop currently just the one on Ellsworth.
Does that include Ypsi? Is there not one in Ypsi still?
Nope. There's one on Ellsworth. Next closest one, according to Google Maps here, is... Looks like that's over by the Westland Shopping Center up near Canton. No, was that one of the ones that just got listed as closing? Where's my list? Because there was Canton, Michigan. Never mind, that one's closed.
No.
Oh, Cranbrook Village, Eisenhower Parkway. Is that the only one in Ann Arbor? Is that Cranbrook? Oh, that's on Ellsworth. Okay.
Possibly. But like that's an appropriate amount of GameStop for Ann Arbor.
Yeah, there's 2 of them still here in Kalamazoo. I can't figure it out.
For now.
There are 2 of them, yeah.
For now.
Both of them are extremely tiny. I have been into both of them. Both of them are in like these weird pie-shaped storefronts. Did you do or see or be aware of the return anything? No.
So GameStop is a used game store, right?
Yes.
So they did a thing where they had like a day where it was basically it turned GameStop into a pawn shop.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it. Trade Anything Day. It was for store credit, but they did a Trade Anything Day. You could bring in any and trade it for store credit.
Oh my.
My internet has been shockingly slow today.
Oh my gosh, the Packers lost.
The Bears made a comeback?
Yeah, the Bears scored 25 points in the 4th quarter.
Holy shit. Oh my god. People here are gonna be pissed. How do you score 25 points in a quarter? What the hell happened?
I don't know.
4th quarter. Field goal attempt. 3 points. Touchdown. They really pushed it. So they made a field goal with 13 and a half minutes left. There must have been something, because, like, the next touchdown is 3 minutes later. So either Green Bay went 4 and out, or there was a turnover. I'm thinking turnover. But rushed for a touchdown, they get the extra point. Then Green Bay scores 4 minutes later. Then Chicago scores 2 minutes later. Then there had to be another turnover because Chicago scored 3 minutes after that.
Okay, so yeah, Chicago was down 21-6 going into the 4th. Field goal.
21-9.
Green Bay punted.
So they went
7-play touchdown run. Green Bay did their touchdown run, 27-16.
Yep.
Then Bears did another touchdown. Then Green Bay missed a field goal.
Oh, no. Oh, and Green Bay got the 2-point conversion. Oh, because it brought them within field goal range, scoring range.
Yes.
Like, why would you do... Okay, because then it was 27-24.
Yep.
So then they could have tied it with a field goal, and then they didn't even need that because they got the whole way.
Yeah, Chicago did a touchdown, and then Green Bay was trying to go for a touchdown. 11 plays.
Just want to point out, it's football. It's a long game. It's Chicago. It's cold, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's currently 22 degrees outside. I had to double check to make sure that this thing is in Fahrenheit. It's more than 22 degrees in this room, which is wonderful. 22 degrees Celsius in this room, which is wonderful. But, like, it's cold. You're a Chicago fan. It's at Soldier Field. You're going into the fourth quarter, and the score is 21-9, and you're like, or 21-6, right? Going into the fourth quarter, and you're just like, screw it, and you leave. How many people left in the fourth quarter, or just before the fourth quarter? That would, you're like, I'm just going to, you know what? I'm just going to go beat the traffic. I'm just going to go home. I'm going to beat the traffic. They did what? The score is what now?
Yeah, you're like,
let me back in. Let me back in. I will say, looking at the stats, they're pretty evenly matched teams.
Yeah.
Total plays, 70 for Green Bay, 77 for Chicago. Oh, ouch. That had to be one of those, like, half the distance to the goal penalties. Green Bay had 7 penalties.
For 65 yards.
For 65 yards. They lost half the field to penalties. Ouch. But, like, no fumbles.
2 interceptions thrown by Chicago, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they were only 6 points when they went into the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Green Bay missed both field goals. That sucks.
Oof.
Congratulations to Chicago.
They have just been, I hate to say it, they have just been super lucky this year.
You think so?
From their stats said they should have been a mediocre year for Chicago. And for some crazy reason, they have just been able to eke out the wins when they needed to. Lo and behold, they're down 18 points going into the fourth quarter and somehow can eke out a win. It's one of those things. They're just statistically they should not be as good as they are right now.
And yet, I mean, that was Detroit last year, right? Yeah. Like, Detroit just did way better than people thought they would.
But yeah, no, so there are 400 GameStops that are closing or have closed already in the first 2 weeks of the new year. So talking about Ann Arbor and Michigan-based businesses, since we were talking about all the GameStops in Ann Arbor, Zap Zone XL, which is the Zap Zone in Lansing, I believe, was named Best Family Entertainment Center of the Year. Oh, nice.
By the IAAPA.
What is the IAAPA?
I'm trying to find out. It's some giant organization in the industry. I'm trying to find out what it actually stands for.
International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions.
There you go.
Man, golly looks good.
The Global Association for the Attractions Industry. Wait, what do you mean golly looks good?
There's a picture on the ZapZone webpage at the bottom for Top Family Entertainment Center of the Year.
On zap-zone.com?
Yes.
Let me go to that one. I was looking at the Laser Blast site and then the IAAPA website. Hey, there's Golly and Helen and Gaz and some other people I don't know.
Yeah. Some of the things that I know of Gaz, I have never actually, seen Gaz.
Yep. I was on immersion this week. Yeah, this week. To Springfield, Missouri. This is how I learned that ZapZone got this award. I was in Springfield, Missouri, and there was a laser tag place next to the hotel. And so I went and I played laser tag. And after I played laser tag, I texted Golly because I said, Golly, I have not worked for ZapZone for 15 years, but after 2 games of laser tag, I was able to do the entire briefing from my memory from 15 plus years ago. He thought that was very funny. And then he's like, hey, by the way, did you know that ZapZone won the FEC award? I'm like, what the hell is that? Also, I'm apparently still relatively good at laser tag.
Well, I'll find out once the Zap Zone in town here finally opens up.
Yep. Maybe I'll make my way out there.
Have to see if I'm still okay never was great, but I was better than the average public. And then I'd go to the lock-ins and the tournaments
and just get absolutely creamed.
Get creamed.
Yep. Winner, Top Family Entertainment Center of the Year. Zap Zone XL. That is so cool. They have a Smash Room.
What? Where?
At the Zap Zone XL.
Oh, okay.
What does that mean?
It's a rage room.
Yeah. Throwing plates in our Smash It room. Grab a marker, write whatever you want on a plate, then smash. Yep. $15 per person, up to 4 people. You can book it online.
At some point, I got to try the escape room at the one in Battle Creek.
Apparently, I got to go to Lansing and check this out. There is a lot to do in this place.
Mm-hmm.
They have like a ninja warrior race and bowling. I asked Golly how much would it cost, or how much does it cost to like set one of these up? Because there isn't really a good one in Madison, although there is now a competitor. And I'm like, how much does, if I wanted to like go to the bank and get a loan to do this, it's like it costs $13 to $15 million.
I don't doubt it.
I don't think a bank is going to give me $13 to $15 million to run this thing.
No.
Oh, you can go in with like a crowbar.
Go all Half-Life on everything.
Yeah. They have mini golf, and it's smart mini golf.
Smart mini golf?
It knows when you, it keeps track of your score.
Oh my goodness.
And they have the thing with the floor and this actually looks really fun. $65, unlimited standard attractions. Okay. Back to the podcast. We are not sponsored. I want to put that out there. This is not an ad read. We are not sponsored. We are not getting any money from Zap Zone to do any of that.
So, speaking of lots of money,
yeah,
Warner Brothers and Paramount and Netflix.
Oh God! So that's lots of money on like a whole different level.
Yes,
like runs the post office for a year kind of level.
$108.4 billion was the bid from Paramount to hostily take over Warner Brothers.
That could run the post office for a year.
So they Paramount put a bid in. Warner Brothers board rejected it. So then they amended.
And then went to Netflix, right? Warner Brothers went and said, like, no, we're going to go with Netflix.
Yes, the board said, no, because Netflix wanted to buy it. Then Paramount stepped in and said, no, we're going to buy it.
Well, but also importantly, Netflix came in and said, we want to buy part of it.
Yes.
The Netflix deal was for some of Warner Brothers.
Yes.
Some of Warner Brothers. And Paramount was like, our deal is better and we're getting the whole thing. And the Warner Brothers board was like, but Netflix.
So the board rejected Paramount's thing. Then Paramount came back with a modified bid, which included a personal guarantee by Larry Ellison for $40 billion in equity, which I looked it up. $40 billion of equity is still only 16% of his total net worth.
So that he is putting in his own $40 billion?
Yes. As part of he's not adding $40 billion to the price, but he's saying he's guaranteeing $40 billion of the $108.4 billion is his personal money guaranteed. So it's not debt or anything like that.
That still seems weird.
Yes.
To be like, I want to buy your thing and by the way, I'll pay for it.
No, but he's not actually part of Paramount, right?
But he owns it.
No, his son is technically the CEO of Paramount.
David Ellison.
Yes, David Ellison is the CEO of Paramount.
CEO. Larry Ellison is saying he would put the money up.
Yes.
So, hang on. Sorry. So it's, hey, my boy wanted to buy your company, and you said no. So what if I step in and also offer to help pay? Man, I thought my parents were generous by, like, helping pay for the kitchen. Jesus Christ, Warner Brothers. Listen. By the way, I don't remember if we talked about it. Do you know that Texas is suing Epic?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
To be clear, Epic Systems Corporation, not Epic Games.
Yeah, you're Epic, not the other Epic.
This Epic.
Yeah.
Texas has filed lawsuit against Epic. I will not say more about it, but Yeah.
It's Texas.
I'll let you draw the conclusion about what we were talking about and who we were talking about, and I will stop talking there.
Paramount also said that their offer is better because it's $30 per share compared to Netflix's $27. It's for everything, and they said it will more easily clear regulatory hurdles.
They're not wrong. I just don't like the idea that they're doing these mergers to begin with.
Yeah, no, either merger is a little fishy, but as soon as like Paramount's like, oh, ours is going to get through easier, and it's like, well, you're not wrong. It's.
Oh, technically, theirs will get through easier for multiple ways.
Yes.
Someone happens to be friends with someone in power.
Yeah.
So that's that's the reality of the world we live in, and it sucks. When did this podcast become two old guys being angry at things?
I don't know. We didn't become. I don't know. I feel like we were angry at things even back then. We just weren't old.
Okay, so at some point we just became old.
Yes, time marched
We did have a
on.
recurring segment, how Sony screwed up this week.
Yes,
yep.
And Jack Thompson.
Fuck Jack Thompson.
See, that was the angry part. We just grew into the old part.
Okay. I just remember us having like such hope and wonder, and now it's just like giant megacorp A tries to buy giant megacorp B, and that's half of what we report on. Not even report on, half of what we discuss.
Well, let's see.
It was CES this week, Andy.
Yes, it was.
Let's talk about that.
There's a lot of fun things. Part of me is very
How much of it has AI built in?
Oh my God. I wasn't I was expecting the AI. I was not expecting the number of robots that I was seeing at CES.
What do you mean that you were seeing it? So you didn't go to CES.
No, I didn't go to CES. No, my brother did go to CES and ran into Zach in the airport. Out of all,
yeah, that was hilarious. Zach apparently went to CES too.
Yes,
who knew?
Just getting the random thing. I was like, oh, why is Jamie texting me? Look at that. Oh.
So you sent me like a grainy photograph, and I'm like, why is Andy sending me a grainy photograph of his brother? Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And then your brother sent me the same picture, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Good for them.
I was also kind of, with the coverage, I was kind of surprised the amount of tech that's out there now that's working on quality of life and longevity.
You mean serving the boomers?
That's probably it.
I guess, and us and the Gen Xers. This smart stove shutoff helps older adults live safely at home. Uses radar to tell when a person is in the kitchen and has a configurable 5-minute grace period. But like, if I set something on the stove and then I walk away, I don't want my stove to turn off. Are we putting an LLM into a puppy doll?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Okay, so this could be really good. This could also be like full on Black Mirror.
Yeah. Well, wasn't there a thing did we talk about that a couple weeks ago where like there were some LLMs in like children's toys and then
Yup. It's called Friend.
Yeah.
That's really, really terrible.
Now, Dave, there's one thing I'm curious what your thoughts are. There is
Sorry, I just read about the water heater that generates its heat by running basically a GPU and doing Bitcoin.
Yes.
That's hilarious. I say as I heat my room that I'm currently in by generating AI images. I have my GPU. I bought a new GPU. It's running. And, like, I've just got it, every so often I'm like, give me a new picture. And it's running and getting new pictures. And, man, it's getting toasty in here. My computers are heating the office.
You're talking to somebody who had transmitter buildings that were heated by the transmitter.
Because if you added more heat, the transmitter would break.
We switched from a tube-based transmitter to a solid-state transmitter. I had to put a heater into the building because there was not one in there before. it was getting too cold in the winter that I needed to install a heater in that building. It was because they never had to until then. It was all trying to get the heat out of the building.
It's amazing. It's like with space flight, you're like, it's space, right? Like it's cold. No.
There's no atmosphere. There's no way to transfer the heat away.
There's no convection.
But did you see this? Did you see this robo vacuum that has legs?
No, I've not seen much in the CES world.
Okay, so there's two things I wanted to point out to you. The Robo Rock, which is a Roomba basically with adjustable legs so it can climb stairs.
Not something that's like too new. I've seen other stair climbing vacuum cleaners. How does it go down the stairs? Does it go down backwards?
Well, it's got like actuating legs.
Yeah, those are not actual, like those are rollers.
Yeah.
So like, but that's I see how it goes up the stair, right? It's going to go up the stair by driving to the stair and then lifting itself up and then scooching forward until the front is on the stair, and then it's going to pick up the legs and then it's going to roll forward a little more, and then it'll put down the legs and push itself up and go to the next stair. I see that and I understand that. How does it go down the stairs?
During the demo, it went up the stairs. I didn't see it go back downstairs. It's supposedly equipped to do that easily as well, with a motion similar to a backstroke when swimming.
What?
What?
Wait, let me look at this again. Where'd that go? Where did it go? I lost it. It's on this page somewhere. There it is. A backstroke.
Okay, so
the only way I see it working is if it backs up to the stair, goes over the edge, extends the leg, rolls backward a little bit, brings itself down, and then repeats that.
Oh, I just saw it in the little... Oh, now there's a freaking ad in the video.
Ah, boo.
No, I don't want to close that. I don't want the music. But no, I just watched it go down a step. It can.
Okay. Does it do it the way I told it that it would?
It basically, yes. It starts backing up, and then the legs kind of do like a little scoop thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, that TV is thin.
Yep.
9 millimeters?
Mm-hmm. There was also a French startup that created a portable...
allergen tester.
Yes. For right now, so far, for dairy and gluten.
Neat. Very neat. That's a big win.
Yeah. They say they've already... Their current run has been sold out because restaurants are picking it up to, the chefs want to verify that when, somebody orders something and needs a dietary restriction that they can...
That they can satisfy that?
Yes.
So you're thinking that restaurants will have this in the kitchen.
Or it's small enough that you could probably just cake it with you.
Well, to me, it looks like a consumer device.
Yes.
I mean, it is the...
Consumer
electronics show. Which just makes me kind of fun, like, not funny. Makes me feel a little weird when, like, an entire category of the best at CES is the various chips that all the big companies are putting out. I guess those are consumer level chips. Best audio. That is a weird looking little speaker.
I'm curious about the new Pebble Round 2 smartwatch.
I'm curious about this Flex Connect soundbar. This looks like wireless? How do you deal with the lag? 5 speakers anywhere in the room, which it calibrates to become an Atmos setup. That's kind of cool. LG did some really fun stuff this year.
The one thing I'm curious also about is the Lego Smart Play block.
Yes. What's up with this smart block?
Well, it's...
I saw someone making a little video of it, and it had like a bunch of ducks and a goose, and I don't know, adds color and sound effects based on what you build. What?
Like they had, like supposedly you could put this into a TIE fighter or an X-Wing, and like you could basically just try and do like basically a Star Wars version of laser tag. And when you press the thing there, the block will actually make like, the laser shooting noise.
The brick doesn't know but it doesn't know what it's in, right? Like, it doesn't know what the rest of the build is. It's just, it'll do whatever you program it to do.
But these smart bricks will also interact with each other and can know, recognize distance in 3D space.
Ah, so they are wireless entry points into my home network.
The Smart Play ships can light up and make pew-pew shooting sounds as you fly them around each other, and the lightsaber battles work with minifigures getting close to each other as you hold on to them on sticks.
Sure, but like, I give it 3 years before there's a major security vulnerability via these bricks. Like, they have Wi-Fi?
I don't think they have Wi-Fi. I think there's some sort of proximity sensor. Let's see. It's a 2x4 stud brick that has their own application-specific integrated circuit chip inside.
Uh-huh.
An accelerometer to measure tilt and movement, speakers to generate sounds, and LED lights. Oh, they communicate with each other over Bluetooth.
So there's a Bluetooth antenna and Bluetooth decoder.
Yes.
3 years. Called the
Part
Smart
of me,
Brick.
you know,
Part of the Smart Play system. The bricks charge wirelessly on a dedicated pad. Contain batteries Lego says can last for years. They communicate with each other. There's also smart tags and smart minifigs. And a neighbor position measurement system that detects brick proximity and orientation.
I don't know. The kids like playing with Legos. They make their own sound effects.
Yep. I mean, to be fair, Lego had to come up with something.
Yes.
Because Minecraft has been eating their lunch for years. I still worry about, like, security vulnerabilities, and I fully expect that to be a thing. Especially if the bricks are Bluetooth,
okay,
the
so
most
normally,
secure communication platform.
Let's see. Normally, Legos are about... Okay, so retail price recently seems to be hovering right around 18... Yeah, right around 18 cents per piece right now. That's for a normal Lego set.
Yeah.
And the price for the cheapest kit that will have the smart brick is $70 for a 470-piece TIE Fighter set with one smart tag and one smart minifigure.
Yeah.
So $70.
Someone made a
470. That's 15 cents, right? Did I do that right? 15 cents per piece?
I didn't do the math. Say it again.
15 cents per piece, and right now their average price... Oh, nope, looking at that wrong. That's actually about right where the price per piece, around 18 cents per piece. Okay. I don't know. I'm still, I don't know about that. I'm actually going to review a Lego thing tomorrow, or next week, so we'll see.
Okay.
All right, anything else on the CES list or any of the other possible topics?
Let's see if there's anything else in there that looked... I don't need to know how much Medicare costs. Okay, so the e-cold brew, a combination coffee grinder and brewer and mug?
It comes with a mug, but they said it can also fit onto other travel mugs. Like they say, you can actually put it on a Stanley travel mug.
Interesting.
So
makes cold brew coffee in 5 minutes.
Yes.
Isn't part of the idea of cold brew that it takes time? Like, you have to let it sit?
Well, they said the minimum time is 5 minutes, but you can also turn it up to let it seep for longer if you want more of a coffee than whatever.
I mean, $99 is not actually bad.
Plus, if it's whole bean and it's got a built-in grinder.
Right, you're going to save money over time.
Yep.
In theory.
It's going to taste better, too, rather than pre-ground coffee.
Yeah, I wonder what cleaning it looks like. Because you're going to have to clean it like every day.
Yes, you are.
I don't have to clean my Keurig every day. $99 is not bad. If I were to switch to cold brew, actually the kind of nice thing about this is I could take it to work. Except I have the baristas at work. Why would I need this? I don't know.
There's people like me who... mornings.
You don't have a barista at work.
Yes. I brew my own thing, throw it in my Stanley thermos, and drink out of that for the day.
Yep.
Okay, the top of the lid features a flip-up compartment on one side for easy loading of additional beans, and a flip-up straw on the other side for taking sips when the beverage is finished. Be very interesting. Did you see the ultrasonic chef's knife?
I said that while you were off in Lego pricing land. I don't know how balanced that knife could be. It looks really...
Yeah.
But I guess you also don't need to worry about that as much, because it's just going to cut through everything. Just, be careful. It's going to cut through everything.
Yeah.
How do you keep the edge sharp?
Well, it's a ceramic blade, so... Oh, never mind. No, that's a steel blade. I thought it was ceramic.
That's a steel blade.
That's steel. Yeah, how do you keep that sharp? It also shouldn't need to be sharpened as frequently.
I would hope so. Interesting. The battery's rechargeable via USB-C. $400 for the 8-inch.
$400 for a knife.
For an 8-inch knife. $500 for the knife and the charger. Okay, I'm good if you want to call it and get to the randoms.
Well, there's a couple of space news I want to talk about. First off,
sure.
NASA's budget. Remember how we talked about how NASA's budget was going to get imploded?
Yes.
Well, that's actually not going to happen.
Oh?
Because the House and the Senate lawmakers are convening to hammer out the final budget, and the current budget, according to them, is just a 1% cut for fiscal year 2026.
That's not a huge cut.
No. When we were talking about Trump wanting to cut NASA's budget in half, a 1% cut,
That's much better than it could have been.
Yeah. Now this
Granted, I was about to say, there's still some concerns.
Yes. This will not undo the cuts that have already happened through Doge and through voluntary buyouts and everything. Yeah. But, that's a 1% reduction in their budget seems not too shabby.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Although, they're just, a little bit of 1984 in there. Be thankful that we cut you by only 1%. It's not as bad. So in 1984, the scene I'm thinking about is when the Ministry of Prosperity or whatever is like, hey, we're increasing everyone's chocolate rations to 12 ounces per week. Let's all rejoice and be thankful, when previously it had been 30 ounces. Oh. So it's just, be aware, be careful. It's still marketed as a cut, so that's fine.
Yes. We'll just keep saying that it was a cut, so,
Yeah.
It was also a record year for rocket launches.
We knew that.
Yeah.
Right. We absolutely knew that.
329 attempts to reach orbit. 321 of those reached orbit. Good. So there were only 8 failed launches out of 329 attempts.
Does that include Starship?
Yep.
All right. Well, then the stats get even better when you look at only actual intentional launches.
Yeah.
Not testing launches.
Yes. Of those 329 attempts, 165 of them were Falcon 9s.
Yep. I mean, we knew that was coming.
Yep.
That's the whole point of the Falcon 9 line. How many actual Falcon 9 rockets are there? As Andy goes to Google.
List of Falcon 9 boosters. Block 5. Holy crap. All right. Presumed active. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There are currently assumed 25 boosters active.
It's not bad.
Nope, not bad at all. China, by the way, was second with 92 launches.
That's a lot of launches.
Yes, so...
Not nearly as many as we did, but still a lot of launches.
Not nearly as many as SpaceX did.
SpaceX did, yeah. Nationalized SpaceX.
Yeah. Let's see. California out in Vandenberg, where Falcon 9 launches on the West Coast. They are looking at creating a new launch pad, and the government said that it must be for a heavy or super heavy vertical launch class.
Like the space Starship.
Yeah.
I mean, cool. That's not a bad idea.
They also stated that one of the requirements listed include that the launch provider needs to prove that it can begin operations within approximately 5 years of the lease being issued. How many heavy launch companies will be able to spin up a launch site within 5 years?
I can think of 1 or 2.
Yeah. I can think of 2. Blue Origin and SpaceX.
You know what? I bet you. Maybe I should bet you. I can think of 3.
You can think of 3?
I can think of 3. I can think of a third. I can think of a third company that could feasibly come up with a super heavy type launch system.
Who's the third?
Boeing.
What, through ULA? Isn't ULA basically bust right now? Did SpaceX poach
their lunch? Yeah.
No, I thought SpaceX actually just poached the former head of the ULA, didn't they?
I have no idea, so I can't tell you.
That was SpaceX, and it was Tony who? Tony, what was his last name? No, not Tony Stark. Jeez. Gemini, that It's not what I was looking for. Maybe if I SpaceX ULA. Nope, that is not. No, my Googling is not working right now.
Yeah,
but
I legitimately think, unironically, if Boeing decided right now to do it, that they could do it.
Because Boeing only built the Starliner of the SLS, right? Because I think wasn't the actual SLS, or is the SLS? Oh no, Boeing built the core stage of the SLS. Okay, yeah. Which that should be Artemis 2 should be launching next year.
Oh, fun!
Yeah,
by next year you mean this year?
Yeah, by this year, right? This year, Artemis 2,
2026.
Starship is going to be doing all their stuff. They're going to try and do the new block version 3. So that's going to be happening. Blue Origin is going to try and launch the Blue Moon cargo lander. China's going to try and launch to the moon.
Yep.
The Roman Space Telescope should be launching this year as well. Keep on saying next year, but no, it's this year.
Hang on. Say that again.
The
which space telescope?
The Roman Space Telescope. Nancy Grace Roman.
Okay.
It's the new Hubble.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some interesting launches this year, so that should be good.
Hopefully.
Yes. All right. It is 1 a.m. We should do the randoms.
Yeah, okay.
It is your review.
It's my review, my random review.
Yes.
I got a mug for Christmas. I'd like to review this mug.
I'm sorry. I'd like to review this mug. It's a mug. Does it hold liquid?
It does. About 14 ounces. Fluid ounces.
Okay.
So I could, in theory, pour an entire Coke can into this mug.
Okay.
It also comes with a base that the mug can rest on.
It's a mug and a coaster. It
also has a lid.
A mug, a coaster, and a lid.
Now, here's the problem with the mug. It is much larger than most other 14-ounce water-containing vessels, liquid-containing vessels.
Is it like vacuum?
It is also heavier. Well, actually, yes, I believe it is. There's a vacuum line in there because, dang, the insulation on this thing is real good.
Okay.
Like, normally you have a mug and you put something hot in it and you can, like, hold the mug and feel the warmth and be warmed, but you can't with this one. There is no warmth coming from this mug on the outside. There is plenty of warmth on the inside. And in fact, the reason why there is so much weight to this mug, it is a heavy boy, and why it's like deceptively, it's smaller than it looks.
This thing weighs over a pound.
Because it has a heating element in it.
Oh, okay.
It is a self-heating mug. It is a Nextmug.
Okay.
Now, one of my coworkers has an Ember mug, which is the like high-end line of self-heating mugs. This is a good one. This is a nice one. This is like $100 mug. But I used to make fun of him for having it at work. He had one at work. He'd bring it in and like he'd have it on his desk, and I'd be like, "Why? Like the break room is there. It is 30 feet from your office. You can get hot water and coffee and tea just like right there." This is one of those luxuries that, like, once you have it, you realize how nice it is. I had my coffee, and I will sometimes sip my coffee. Now, sometimes my coffee will sit there, and it will get cold.
Yeah.
And I was up here last week just messing around on the computer, and then I went to take a sip of my coffee, and I'm like, this is still, like, really nice and piping hot. In fact, piping is one of these settings on the mug. There is warm, hot, and piping. And then I looked at the clock and I'm like, this has been sitting here for 4 hours and it is still like steaming hot. This is magic. This is the future that we were promised. This is the Jetsons. This is push a button and your mug heats up. And I like it. I like it. I'm not ashamed to like it. I might be a little ashamed to like it. But I feel like it's the same kind of luxury as like heated seats in the car.
Oh my gosh. Kate,
do you need heated seats?
You don't need heated seats. But
you have a jacket, sir. That jacket can cover your butt. You do not need heated seats, but damn, are they nice.
The Kate's car has a heated steering wheel.
Yep, that. I was about to go to that level of like, okay, so even if you have heated seats, surely a heated steering wheel is just an absurd, like, luxury, like decadence, right? Like, why would you? But once you have it, it's really nice. It's just one of those things that just makes life happier. That is my take on a heated mug. It just, you don't need it. It's silly, but damn, it's so nice. I filled this with tap water before we started recording, and like coming up from tap water, this poor thing is struggling, but it got there a good like 30 minutes ish in, and it got it up to the like steaming hot temperature. Now the battery, not great, which is a lot of the mug. But I just leave it on the charger, which means it can just run indefinitely.
Yeah, it says with, okay, so it's got a little lid, which the lid will help keep things warm.
Yep, the lid keeps it from shockingly, we already talked about this, from convecting the heat away.
Yep. It says with the lid, it can keep it piping for 3 hours. Without the lid, it will keep it piping for 45 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, that's also going to depend a little bit on the air temperature, too.
Yeah.
And then if you leave it on the charger, it's indefinite.
Yes, because
it's on a charger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan. The one thing that I kind of mentioned that I don't read, like it's gotten me a couple times. The mug is physically bigger than what you would expect for a 14-ounce mug. So when you look over, I've got the mug sitting on my desk, and when I look over and I try to judge how much liquid is left based on the height of the liquid relative to the height of the mug, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm very wrong. And there have been a couple times where I'm like, oh, great, I'll take a sip of coffee, and I go to take a sip, and there's like barely any left. There was just enough to cover the bottom. And that also means it was really hot. Because it's expecting to cool, or not cool, to heat 14 ounces of coffee, of liquid, which is a huge heat sink. And so it only had a little teeny bit of liquid, so it got really hot. So that's the only issue I have with this. But I think that over time, I will kind of adapt to that.
I don't know. Part of me is like, do I go for the travel mug version?
The giant travel mug? I'd say only if you can plug it into your car.
Well, that's the thing there is like, okay, I got to figure out, because it probably just sits on the docking coaster. It's not like magnetically attached to it, right?
Yeah, it's not magnetic. Doesn't your Stanley already keep your coffee hot for like most of the day?
Yes, and I probably shouldn't be drinking more than a liter of coffee anyway.
Right, so I think you're okay, Andy.
Yeah. Oh, I think I'm okay.
Now, if you want one for like around the house, it's kind of nice.
Normally, if I'm home, I only try and drink just the one mug of coffee. So trying to drink more water anyway. So no, I might not, but we'll see. All right, so there you are. Your next mug, 14 ounce. Current price $99.95.
Yeah. Given to me as a Christmas gift, and I'm very happy with it.
All right, let's do the randoms so I can go. Well, let's do the random topic, and then I can go.
This is from Aaron Hansowitz.
Yes, rolled ahead of time. What is KPop Demon Hunters, and why is my sister amused and impressed? I have never heard of it before. Well, I mean, I didn't hear about KPop Demon Hunters until Dave brought it up.
Yep.
I was like, why are these kids
impressed?
Why are these kids singing all this weird
Why are all the kids in my kids' daycare singing like Korean K-pop? So I want to just point out, Rachel doesn't listen to this, but if she did, like, I'm not surprised that Aaron Hansowitz was not familiar with K-pop Demon Hunters. Like, that's just not the circles that this man runs in.
No. This was... I mean, he does have kids.
Yes.
But even his kids, I feel like, would not be...
Probably... does he have Netflix?
No. They are a very smart parents with very...
Are his kids in daycare?
Well, they're in public schools.
They're in public schools. Okay, so, like, maybe the kids are aware of it, but also, like, maybe the kids just realize the parents aren't going to be that interested. So, Aaron, K-pop Demon Hunters is a movie on Netflix. It is ostensibly a kid's movie. I don't know how, I mean, I know my god kid loved it, and she's 6. So, like, yeah, youngish kids. There are some scary scenes, but, like, parents be advised. It's fun for adults to watch. It's not a like kids show made into a movie or something like that. It's not made to sell toys, although there are plenty of toys that they are selling. It's got a good story. It's got great animation. It's got banging music if you are at all susceptible to K-pop.
I mean, even if you're not.
That's kind of it. It's a movie that got really popular really quick. It's also a movie that they spent almost a decade making.
Yeah. No, I've watched some of the interviews with, what's her name? What is her name? She's
I don't know.
The one who wrote most of the songs and was the singing voice of Ruby.
I do not know.
I don't even know how to pronounce it. Kim? Well, there's a lot of Kims in Korean.
I was going to be like, Andy, it's kind of like, that's like saying Smith.
Yep. Her performance name is EJAE. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I've watched multiple interviews she's done and talked about what she went through for the music in that movie, and it's crazy.
I presume she had to do a lot of voice training to get her voice to go.
Well, yes, no, she was in the K-pop, like, I don't know what the version of, you know how always had those child actors who were part of like that Disney machine.
Yeah,
she was in K-pop training sort of stuff for a long time. Oh yeah, she started out as a trainee for SM Entertainment at the age of 11.
Ooh. So
she was in K-pop idol training for looks like over 10 years. But what she was able to do with the music was, she'd bring up like, oh yeah, like the chord progression in your idol is actually like the same as the notes that Rumi sings when she's a baby or when she's a kid talking about being a hunter. And it's just like, oh, wow, didn't even notice that.
Wait, in your idol?
Yes.
Interesting. I will have to rewatch.
Yes, there's a relation between like whatever she says as a child, that little like singing mantra that she talks about being a hunter, like that's the bass music of your idol.
To be clear, your idol is the song by the Saja Boys.
Yes, at the end. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's a great movie. Check it out.
Mm-hmm. But I hadn't heard about it for a while either until I finally
I told you about it.
Yes, I'm like these kids are randomly singing these songs. What's going on? And Dave's like, how come you haven't seen that yet?
Andy, you have kids. Like, go watch this movie.
And then we watched it. How many times over the first 48 hours? I think 5 or 6.
3 or 4.
4. Something higher than I expected.
Yeah, and then they just dropped it.
Yep. Now it's old news. And on that note, that's a wrap. This has been another episode of the Random Access Podcast. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, corrections, suggestions, remarks, reviews, rebukes, retorts, or just rants, feel free to contact us. You can find us on Twitter at RAPodcast, or send us an email at mail@rapodcast.net. Thank you for listening.